All right, so for the reading log bookmark, obviously print your printable out. If you are printing it out, print it as a PDF and make sure that you choose actual size or set the scaling to none on it. Just to make sure I've got it sized on the printable so it'll fit inside this exactly. So make sure that you don't scale it in any way or it'll print out the wrong size for you. But for the actual embroidery design, it's pretty quick. First step, like almost all of our designs, is going to be your placement on your stabilizer. And then I want you to place down your, what will be the front panel, essentially, the front of it, minus the pocket. Go ahead and place that down, making sure that you're covering all your placement stitches, and go ahead and run the next step of the design to tack that down in place. Okay, so we've got our front piece tacked down. The next step is going to be a set of 2 placement lines on either side of the design to tell us where to stitch our pocket or to place our pockets. So we're going to run that. Make sure that it's a thread that you can see. I probably made a poor choice here to show on video, but you want to be able to see those lines because that tells you where to place the pockets. And those lines will be cut, trimmed away when we're done, so it's okay. It can be whatever color you want it to be. You're not going to see them when it's done. So that tells us where to place our pocket. We're going to place the pocket and the backing on at the same time. So go ahead. I find it easier to go with the back side first. So go ahead and flip that over. And you are going to place your backing vinyl again on the back side, making sure that you're covering all your placement stitches from the first step, and we're going to secure that down. So I'm going to get this secured and we'll come back. All right, so I have my backing piece of vinyl secured down on the back of my hoop. So I'm back to the front. We're placing our pocket. We want to place the top part of our pocket just about at that line. Okay, so again, it doesn't need to be exact. You just want to make sure you have a gap that you can slide this in. And I gave that line kind of for placement. So it's a little over an inch down. I trimmed this piece so close, but it's okay. We're going to make it. All right, so make sure that's also, your piece is going to, make sure it's going to hit each line of stitching, so it should be bigger than your placement stitches. Once you have that in place, we're going to run the next step of the design. I'm just going to kind of hold mine here, making sure that I don't catch there as we go. It's easier if you tape it, which I'm going to do because I cut my piece way too small. So I'm going to tape this real quick. All right, so since I did what I should have done to begin with and not trust me just holding it in there, I've secured it down with tape. I'm just going to watch to make sure this corner right here, this vinyl I'm using on top, is a little bit thick. So I'm just going to watch this and make sure that it doesn't get caught up in my press or foot. You should be good, but always keep an eye on it to make sure, yep, it's going to go under. And then we're just going to finish this step, and this will tack down, this will secure all the layers and make sure our pocket's in place. All right, so here's where I'm at. Everything's stitched down. I'm going to go ahead and trim all this up. I have to trim about a 1/4 inch or so away from my line of stitching. So I'm going to pop this out of the hoop, and I'm going to trim that up. All right, so I'm all trimmed up. So now I need to install eyelets. So I'm using my Crocodile, and you'll just need 3/16 or 5mm eyelets. Install those according to the instructions that you have for the setting tool that you have. So we're going to set that, and then we'll be finished. All right, so we're all put together. We've got our reading log down inside there. So you can bring that out, fill it in. Kind of hard to push it back in with one hand. I did go ahead and do cardstock on mine just so it doesn't get ripped up with little hands kind of yanking it out and whatnot. But you can use copy paper for a cheaper option, but I like the cardstock a little better printing on. But that's it. And then if you've got a kid like mine that has a read along for school every day, it's a little bit easier to keep this in the book than it is to go track down that read along with their book bag. So just pop it out, have them write in the day they read, the name of the book, and how many pages, so that way you can transfer this to the log later. So it makes it a little easier for them. And it's a good size to fit in a book. I'm a mess here, but it's not much wider than a regular bookmark, so fits right in, acts like a bookmark, and that way they've got their log and their bookmark all in one.